Hello, for quite a long time I am a proud owner of a few models made by company ZMF. I've started with their first mods of Fostex T50RP. I've covered them, made a detailed review and so on. Then I've got ZMF Omni, which recently changed name to ZMF Ori because of some copyright claims. And half a year ago ZMF released two models based on dynamic drivers. They're proprietary drivers. It's not a modification or something like that. It is models built from scratch. They released two models, Atticus and Eikon. Atticus costs $1,000 and it uses 300 ohms driver with TPE diaphragm. So today I will tell about this model. Atticus came in big, sturdy, reliable plastic case. It's, if I remember right, it's brand Seahorse. It protects headphones from absolutely all circumstances. Even if you drop them from a plane, I think they will survive it. In this box you will have headphones themselves, pair of earbuds. With Atticus you will have the same earbuds that came with Ori. And the cable. You can order single-ended or balanced cable if you'd like. As I've got both Atticus and Eikon, I've got one single-ended cable and one balanced, so I will have both connectivity options. ZMF offers their headphones in two different woods, lighter cherry and darker paddock. Both type of wood look really good. This one is cherry. Cherry is lighter. This pair in cherry wood weight about 500 grams, while paddock version is 70 grams heavier. Headphones are built absolutely from scratch, so all their parts are created from scratch. It's not took from anywhere. As you can see, build quality is really nice. They are very efficient. Cups are pretty big, especially combined with deep earbuds, but it's not, of course, model for street wearing. Headband is made of steel. It's pretty soft with good clamping force. They provide good clamping to give you good sound isolation, but not being too fatiguing. Inside there is leather strap with ZMF logo. It distributes weight really good, so these headphones are really comfortable to wear. Cups can be tilt and swivel in all directions, so they provide really great comfort even during long listening sessions. Earbuds are soft, nice, really good, with soft feeling and soft foam inside, so they provide you good sound isolation. Actually, these models are vented. They are not absolutely closed back, but sound isolation is pretty good for this form factor. You won't hear any noise from outside and not much music will go outside, so they are pretty listenable in noisy environments. Of course, not on the streets or in transport, but in some crowded office, for example, they will be pretty okay. Here used typical mini XLR connectors for cable replacement. It is compatible with Odyssey connections, so you can use all third-party cables that is created for Odyssey. But actually I don't think that there is much reason in buying something besides the stock cables themselves. I don't believe much in cable impact on sound. So to summarize, pretty big and heavy headphones, but weight is distributed evenly, and design and build quality is really superb. Unique wooden textures, solid build quality, nice finish, everything is done really nice. Sonically, Atticus continues the signature sound of ZMF. It is a bit darker sounding with small accent on mid-bass, with smooth mids and without fatiguing treble. So it is headphones for those who like darker representation and smooth sounding. So bass is pretty well textured, with good impact, with good body. It's not super punchy like isodynamic models, but it is meaty and really weighty. It sounds superbly with some styles like smooth jazz, electronic music and so on. Also with some instrumental music it sounds really superb. For example, Musica Nuda with their acoustic bass sounds absolutely out of this world. Resolution of bass is not the fastest, not the best, not the worst, it's something in the middle. Mids are very emotional, they are pretty natural without some added micro detalization, without nitpicking, without this attempts to be ultra resolving and ultra fast and ultra sharp. So they are not fatiguing. Soundstage is about average in width but a bit less average in depth, so it's a more intimate sounding headphones. Treble is recessed, so they are not sharp, but it has good resolution, so it's not dark sounding, not muffled headphones. So when necessary, treble is pretty okay, but there is no absolutely traces of sibilance and so on. They are pretty picky for the source. You will need some good amplifier. Actually, they sound good even with smartphones and other sources like that, but with good amplification they sound really much better. Most of all, I prefer them with good output transformator-less tube amplifiers, like for example Dark Voice 336. I've got one heavily modded, but it sounds really good with them, and other models like this. So probably you will need spend some time finding proper amplification for them, because with more powerful sources they will sound better. Compared with their elder model Eikon, Eikon is more linear with more sub-bass, with more treble, so it's closer to neutrality. But this one sounds pretty fun and suits many genres like that. So if you're looking for some closed back headphones which are nicely built and you like dark signature and you don't want harsh treble, it is model number one for you to consider. And here is Atticus' elder brother, it is Eikon. They are using also 300 ohms of impedance drivers, but they are using drivers with biocellulose diaphragm. It is same type of drivers that were used in legendary Sony R10, which became real audiophile legend and rarity. So as you can see, this one pair made of paddock. It offers different color, different texture, but also looks nice. I was thinking about making a separate review, but actually accessory set is the same, build is the same, so not so many differences to make a double review. Of course, main difference is the sound. Forget to mention that here used a bit different earbuds. It is specially tailored for this Eikon headphones. So sonically this model is closer to neutrality, but it's closer to neutrality in ZMF style, because they offers still a bit touch of warmth, but not that much. They have more sub-bass, their lows are more linear, as well as their mids. So there is no such big accent on mid bass like in Atticus, but actually in Atticus it's not big too, but here it's smaller. Here mids here are more detailed with more detalization, but they don't sound as thick and lush as in Atticus. So for some styles I prefer Atticus even more. Soundstage here both deeper and wider, so it's bigger in both dimensions, separation is better. Treble is also more defined and more present here, but it's not harsh, it's not fatiguing. They have a nice deep in 2 kHz area, which reduces sibilance and harshness, so it's fit into the general representation of these headphones. I can actually compare them with ZMF Ori. They are pretty similar sounding, but Ori is even less darker, but also with some touch of warmth, and they are more natural, and the main difference is lower frequencies. Ori is more punchy, while this one is more has more rumble and more weight on the lower frequencies. So it is a really good dynamic model for those who don't like isodynamic sound representation. It offers good natural sound with a relatively big soundstage, as of course for closed back model, because open back models are way better here. They also really benefit of pairing with good amplification, and they are also very nice headphones that I can highly recommend you to listen to. Thank you for attention.